Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is I Got Net Sport Media. This is Legend, and we're gonna talk a little NBA. We won't be on for too long tonight, but we're gonna just do a little brief talking on some NBA. So let's see. Give me one moment, guys. I just want to make sure my audio is working. All right, let's double check everything. Yep, we are good. All right. So, all right. I'm over here wrapped up in my trusted blanket. All right. Let's get ready to talk. So this won't really be a long show tonight. We're just gonna talk a little bit on everything that have happened thus far. So let's hop into it, man. Let's hop into the first topic. Let's talk about this game that happened today. The Thunder's defeat Nuggets in a blowout. 125-93, man. 125-93. Let's see. This will be the easiest path to the final with Celtics losing. Shaking my head, Lakers could have won it all. Be like that, man. Be like that. I say the same thing for my Warriors. If we was healthy, hey, this would been the best opportunity to win number 5. But was it meant to be? Was it meant to be? Was not meant to be, man. I kind of look at it like this, Tony. A lot of the teams that was flawed, they're out the playoffs now. Most of the teams that are at home, all the teams that sitting at the house or at Cancun, mostly flawed. No one's scared of the Knicks or Pacers. Yeah, I don't think nobody is either. I mean, I know a lot of teams that are not afraid of Oklahoma. I wouldn't be surprised if nobody in the playoffs out of these 4 teams, I wouldn't be surprised if none of them fear each other too much. At this point, it's just gonna come down to who execute better at the end. At this point, I know for a fact nobody would have seen that these were gonna be the 4 that's gonna be left. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody did. But this is the power of parity. The NBA wanted parity. Hey, you getting plenty of it now. You're getting a new champion every single year. So most likely, whoever win the championship this season, out of these 4, probably not going to win next year. So it's looking like, to me, this is like I call this the transitional phase. It's looking like we're going to start getting more new teams winning, which is why I'm kind of decided to get to the point. I think I'm going to accept that the days of Steph, LeBron, Kevin Durant, them guys win the championship, I think it's over. I think it's over. There's going to be a new champion every year at this point. Going to be somebody young. Yeah, new champions are all going. Yeah, new champions. New champions, all young players. Yeah, all of them are young, which is good. It's about time to kind of move on from the LeBron and Steph, Kevin Durant era. That era is over. It's over. And I'm thinking about doing a video about that. Like, much as I love Steph, I would like to see him get ring number 5. I just don't see it happening. I don't. I think players like LeBron and Steph, they're done. They're not going to win no more. They're done. It's over. You're just wasting your time at this point. You're just playing for fun now. These younger guys, it's a whole new league now. These younger teams are the one that are going to be winning. They built properly from the bottom to the top. But let's go and talk about what happened today. So Oklahoma basically, let's just say they kicked the Nuggets' ass. They kicked their ass most of this game. At the beginning of the game, I think the Nuggets were up by at the most like 10, and then after that, they got waxed. Man. Let's talk about what went wrong for Denver, man. Let's look at Denver stats. Jokic had 20, which is probably kind of low for being an elimination game. Then you got Murray with 13. You need more than that. That's not enough. That's just not enough. 19 from Kristen Brown, which is that's pretty good from Kristen. This from Russell Westbrook that's not going to cut it. at all. This is too low. I excuse Aaron Gordon. He was playing injured, so I understand that part. But the part that was really bad, if you go to Jamal Murray, I'm trying to see if we can see the stats. I don't know if it's gonna show it or not. I don't know if I can actually like see the stats by players wise, and it might not show it. I don't think it is gonna show it. Yeah, it's not showing it. But I think Jamal Murray shot like his shooting was awful, man. It was awful, bro. But them boys don't play already a game 7. So I know they had to been exhausted. So if you have a championship team, you'll have to be forced to break your roster because of the new CBA. Pretty much. Based on what I understand with this new CBA, it's basically meant to keep teams from like stacking the deck and making it harder to keep that team constructed because they're gonna get too expensive. What's gonna happen to give me 1 second, Tony. Needed it. So basically, like, from what I understand, teams like the Celtics have an expensive roster. That team ain't gonna be together next year. It's too expensive. Can't afford it. And the CBA is basically doing that to you with all these different tiers that you don't want to be on, like these different aprons. You don't want to be on the second apron. Okay, it's gonna make it harder for you to like sign other players and stuff. So basically, the CBA is kind of forcing you from building these stacked up teams. Yeah, I think the Celtics are going to have to. They're going to have to. They're going to have to. Like even if they won this year, they would have to break it up because of it's too expensive. It's too expensive. They can't afford to keep it up. Keep it that way. They're going to have to let go of some pieces. So, I mean, yeah, it probably sucked that they didn't get to repeat, but they want to rebuild it. And that's what the CBA is mostly made for. Keeping teams from being stacked and pretty much making new teams rise up every year. That's why I said whoever wins this year probably ain't gonna repeat next year. Gonna be somebody different. So that is the downside to this whole new rule. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what the CBA does. Just making it harder to stack up. It basically preventing a team being like the Warriors that was just dominating through the whole league. We would never see a team like the 16, 17, 18 Golden State Warriors. Well, I think 16 out. 17 and 18 Warriors. That you just knew they're going to win it all. Like you already knew. Nobody got no chance. You won't see none of that no more. That's over with. But the Nuggets just didn't have enough, man. And I want to say I think they melded in towards the end of the third quarter. I think they just pretty much gave up and knew it's over. The Thunders got it. And the Thunders came out and played ball, man. So I want to first say congratulations to the Thunders. They did their thing. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little worried about them because they're young, going into a game 7, but they did their thing. They did their thing. So shout out to them and shout out to Shy. Shy was balling, man. 35 points, man. 35 points. Like Shy was unbelievable today. Jalen Williams showed up too with his 24. You got 13 from Chet, 10 from Isaiah Hartenstein. Luke Dort, gave you good 6 points. Alex Caruso, man. Alex Caruso to me might be the MVP for this game today. He played excellent defense on Jokic. You can't tell from the box score that Alex Caruso played MVP like basketball today, but he did. You got to watch the game to see it. Alex Caruso played ball, man. He played hella defense on Joker and all around the court, man. He did a good job. To me, keeping Joker down to 20 points, that's pretty good. That's defense. That's defense being played in that moment. Overall, though, I kind of wish the game was a little more competitive, but the better team won, man. The better team won. I had the Thunders going to the finals for most of the year. I did in my previous video, part 2 weeks ago, when I did my playoff prediction. I chose the Lakers to make it just because I went off what I saw when they played against the Thunders. But shout out to the Nuggets. Shout out to the Wolves. Sent their ass packing. So, they didn't make it. Then they sent my Warriors ass packing. And now they're finna face the Thunders. Game 7, I thought it would have. Yeah, I thought so too, Tony. I did too, man. I did. I really thought that this game 7 would have went down to the wire. I thought it would have been way closer than this. I didn't think it'd be a blowout, but damn. Yeah, it was a blowout. And yeah, man, Alex Caruso, he did a good job. That's why I said Alex Caruso, to me, is the MVP of this game. He, to me, made a big difference on Joker. Yeah, Joker had 20 points, and his stat line might not show it, but he did. I would have thought Joker would have had like 35, pretty much like SGA. But, slowed him down. So shout out to the Thunders. You did your job. You didn't let Game 7 get to you. You handled your business. Shout out to you, man. Good season to the Nuggets. Shout out to Aaron Gordon. That's the heart of a champion to come play with the type of injury that he had. He had a hamstring injury, man. And the fact that you came out here and played with a grade 2 one, hats off to you, man. Heart of a champion. Heart of a champion. So I think we're gonna get a really good Western Conference Finals between Nuggets, between the Thunders and Wolves. It's gonna be a good conference finals. Caruso's a point guard, too hard to believe. Never seen Joker guard that way. Yeah, for him being as small as he was, he did a really good job. He did. Caused a lot of turnovers. He did. You have to give Caruso his props. He played ball today. He did. So, once again, 125-93 victory for the Oklahoma City Thunders over the Denver Nuggets. The Oklahoma City Thunder is going back to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2016, man. Since the destined year when my Warriors defeated the Thunders, and we ended up getting Kevin Durant later on that summer. So, okay. So, interesting moment right there, man. Interesting moment. The Thunders are on the verge of making some history, man. So, since we're talking about the Thunders, let's go into the Western Conference Finals now. Let's talk about that, wise. All right. So, let's put it on the screen as well. Oops. Put that on the screen. Thunder versus T-Wolves. So let's talk about what we about to see. Let's talk about what we finna see. Yeah, I never seen any of these same ones. I haven't either. I have not. Like, we finna see someone young get a championship. We gonna either see 3 things gonna happen. We either finna see some very young players get a championship, which is I'm referring to everybody knew our 2 teams on the West, Thunders and T-Wolves, or we finna see the Knicks get their first championship since 1972, which would be crazy to witness that. And make it even funnier if the Knicks win the championship. Damn, Jalen Brunson and Ket did something that Carmelo Anthony led team couldn't do. Or are we gonna see the Indiana Pacers win their first franchise championship with the player that a lot of people in the league call overrated? Gonna be interesting, man. Or you gonna see one of them young boys one of the young teams get their first championship. Timberwolves get their first franchise championship. You never know, man. Can't wait for the Knicks versus the Pacers, though. I can't either, man. I cannot wait either. I actually think that's gonna be a really good series. Really good. It's kind of funny, Tony. This might be the most interested, and most excitement that I have had in an NBA playoff in a minute. Like, I'm actually more intrigued to watch these 2 conference finals compared to the last few years. Like, I actually want to watch this. So it's like, this is really good. I want to see somebody get their first championship. I mean, think about it. The last 6 years. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was talking to somebody else. But haven't been watching the playoffs that much, but yeah, I'll watch these Western Conference Finals and Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, these are the most two I've been most interested in a while. Like the last maybe 3 years or so. I watched it, but I wasn't that interested as I am with these two. And I'm thinking what makes this year's playoff more interesting is because we're seeing something new, something fresh, something that haven't been done. Like it would be dope to see the Knicks win their first championship in years, over many decades, or see Indiana win their first championship, or see Minnesota win their first championship, or the Thunder's organization win their first championship. Like it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be pretty dope. Somebody finna win their first franchise championship. So it's gonna be dope. We don't have what Nuggets won their first. Yeah, Toronto won their first. Milwaukee Bucks won their first. You don't have a lot of teams win their first championship since this parity stuff done started. So we're seeing more and more franchises get their first championships now. Yeah, I think both series will be good. The T-Wolves and Thunder look like the matchup that match up good against each other. And Knicks and Pacers also look like they'll match up good against each other. I think so too, Tony. I think so too, man. I think both sides they match up well against each other. It's gonna be a good series, man. A good battle for the NBA Finals. A good battle for the spot to go to the finals. So let's talk about briefly T-Wolves and Thunders. Definitely gonna come down to the wire between these two, I believe. I'm gonna go on and say this. My prediction. I'm gonna go with Oklahoma in 6. I'm gonna take the Thunders in 6. I think the Thunders is just gonna be the better team. They're more deep. They're gonna have the best player on the court to me. They're gonna have the best on the court. What can get a little slippery or dangerous for Oklahoma is when I go from 2 all the way down. I think the Thunder will have the best player in the series. Then you're going to have the second best player in the series. We're going to go to Ant. And then after that, when it can get a little slippery. Will Jalen Williams show up? Will J-Dub show up more often? If he ain't going to show up, then Minnesota going to have the next best player in the series, Julius Randle. To me, in this series, to win this series for the Thunders, you need your guys to show up. I need J-Dub to be a little more consistent. I need you to execute better. You just got to show up. For the T-Wolves, even though I don't think they will win this series, they gotta get there. I would say for them, we're gonna really see how good they are now. Because I'm gonna keep it honest with everyone. I know the games were very close with the Lakers and all that, and then even my Warriors, we was hurt. You didn't really see much out of our series. They won in 5 though, in both of them. So we're really gonna have a chance to see what they can do. For the T-Wolves, I feel like for them to win this series, even though I'm picking the Thunder, the T-Wolves cannot afford to have shooting slumps like they did against the Lakers in Game 5 or Game 1 against the Warriors. You can't do that. If you do that against the Thunders, you're going to get blown out. They're going to run your ass out the gym. You can't do that. Ant can't have them shooting slumps like he have had in these playoffs. You're going to need your boys, Chet DeVincio, if I said his name wrong, and a couple of them others, man, to show up for T-Wolves. They're going to have to show up. The others got to show up. Julius Randle got to keep doing what he's been doing. That's the only shot. That's your only shot that you got to win this series. So I feel like it's going to come down to that. And since both teams are pretty young for the most part, can't really use the word experience in this one. I guess you could say the T-Wolves will have a little more experience in this matter because they've been here before. It was here because they made it this far last year when they lost to the Mavs. So they've been to this point. So they know. The Thunders don't know. So they do got that on their side too. They got experience. But I am thinking that this is Oklahoma's year. This is their year to do it. They're gonna win it all. Oklahoma in 6. Tony said I think OKC wins in 7. Okay. You got OKC in 7, Tony? Okay. I can see that too. I can see that going 7 games. Another 7 games. I'm going to go Thunders in 6, but I'm not going to lie. I about want to say 7 too now. I'm going to just say 6 or 7. It's going to be one of those two. It definitely won't be no 5. Nah. Both these two teams are too good. They're not going down to 5. So I'm going to go with Thunders in 6 or 7. One of those two. They're going to win this series either way. Thunders are going to win. I think they're going to win it. But I'm going to say it for Oklahoma too. You can't have them shooting slumps on 3-point range either. Jaden Will, you got to show up, bro. You got to show up. Wolves could win this series if Ant-Man shows up and then plays crazy, which we know he's capable of. True that. They can win this series. They can do it. If he shows up, they can win it. Ain't no doubt about that. No doubt about that. He's shown up several times. But I'm going to say this too. Another thing that the Wolves should be a little nervous about is that Oklahoma City defense. Oklahoma City defense showed up in spurts in this Nugget series, but now that you're not going against Jokic, it might show up a lot more now. So, just saying. So they're going to be interesting, man. They're going to be a really good finals. I mean, not finals, Western Conference finals. So before we get ready to bounce to one of the other series, let's see what the predictions are already looking like thus far. Because I know they're already out. Let's see what CBS Sports got. Let's see what their final prediction for this series looking like. What do they think? Let's see. So you already know the Thunders are favorites to win game 1. Thunders are favorite to win game 1. A minus 330 right now. Okay. They're 7.5 favorites too. Whew. So they expect the Thunders to win at least 7.5 point spread. It's pretty high. That's pretty high right there. It's pretty high. I might actually bet on this game too. We already seen that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see any more predictions already come out yet. All right, another one with the T-Wolves being the underdogs. What is their predictions? What is Twin City predictions so far? Let's see. These two, yeah. You know what, Tony? I think you might be right. This might end up going 7. This might go 7. Because this kind of reminds me of when the T-Wolves and Lakers played. They were 2-2 in the regular season too. I don't know. This might go 7 games. Oh, look at that. We got something juicy right here. Oh man. So this is Twin Cities Pioneer Press prediction. So they are taking Minnesota in 7. Okay. The Timberwolves have been to this point while this edition of the Thunders are making this is their first appearance on this stage. Their first appearance on the Western Conference Finals stage, which is true. It's easier to trust Minnesota experience and ability to perform at a consistent level around its superstar at this time. Okay. No. So this website is picking the Minnesota Timberwolves to win. Okay. Yeah, SJ has a cousin and he plays for the Wolves. LOL didn't know. Wait, he do? He do? Who is his cousin? Who is his cousin on the T-Wolves? I didn't know he had a cousin that played on the T-Wolves. Huh. That's interesting. That is interesting. Time to see. Do we got anything else with the anybody else doing their odds yet? Let's look at Yahoo Sports. Yahoo Sports, do they got theirs out yet? Let's see. Scroll down to the bottom. Nah, that's not what I want to see. Oh, it's talking about game one. Nah. Yeah, we won't care about that part. Yeah, bro, they asked him about it on an interview today. Dang, I did not know he had a cousin on the T-Wolves. That is interesting. That is interesting. That is wild. Well, I got Oklahoma in 6 or 7. I know Tony got Thunders in 7. That website had Minnesota in 7. I don't see anything else with any predictions yet. We'll see a lot of predictions by tomorrow. I guess I should have waited to do this tomorrow. Well, you can see all the predictions then. But let's head on to the next series, man. Let's head to the next one. So we got Pacers versus Knicks Eastern Conference Finals. All right. So let's go and briefly talk about this one. All right. Pacers versus Knicks. So let's kind of talk about both these two teams real quick. So Pacers, pretty solid team. They beat Cleveland in 5. I posted the video in Discord. Okay, bet. I'm gonna take a look at it when I get off the show. I'll take a look. I would love to see who his cousin is. Pacers had a good season thus far. They knocked out Cleveland. They knocked out the Bucks. Sorry, Drex on that one, man. They done had a pretty good road so far. Knicks defeated Detroit. They beat the Celtics briefly. They went to 6 games with the Celtics. I know a lot of people might say things might have been different if Jason Tatum didn't get hurt, but injuries are part of the game, man. Ain't no point in making excuses. So they beat the Celtics in 6. They took care of their business the last game. I was one of the main ones to say if they didn't beat the Celtics in New York in 6, they might lose that series and going back to Boston. Well, they didn't have to worry about that. They took care of business. They came back and won the game. So Knicks will have home court advantage as well. They're the higher seed, so they'll get home court in this series. So game 1 will be in Madison Square Garden on Tuesday, I believe. No, Wednesday. It'll be on Wednesday. Knicks looking good. I'm gonna go with Knicks winning in 6. OKC versus Knicks NBA Finals. Okay, that's what I got too. That's what I got as well. I have the Knicks part winning in 6, and I think like Tony said, I have Knicks versus Oklahoma NBA Finals. Oklahoma, of course, will have home court, and I have them winning that in 6 or 7. I think we're going to get a Game 7 NBA Finals this year, which I'm looking forward to that. I want a Game 7 NBA Finals. I want that. I want to see that pressure. Game on the line, championship on the line, one game to decide who the champion is. That's what I want to see. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. And plus, I think it'll be good for the NBA if the Knicks make it. Because at least you get one big market in the NBA Finals. I don't know if you want 2 small team markets. Yeah. But yeah, man. It'd be good for the NBA if you get the Knicks. It'd be good. It almost be like the Skip versus Stephen A. Now. Both y'all 2 teams against each other. I kind of want the Knicks to win, but OKC would probably win that series easily. Yeah, I would go to OKC in 6 or 7. I'm gonna say 7. It might be a 7-game series, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks won either. But man, I can only imagine if the Knicks win a championship, Stephen A. Smith gonna lose it, bro. He gonna lose it. He ain't gonna know how to act on first take, man. But vice versa. If the Thunders win, you will not see the end of Skip Bayless on social media talking, boy. It's a good thing he's not on TV now. If he was still on TV, he'd be talking away right now about them Thunders. But anyway, Knicks and Pacers, man. I'm going with the Knicks in 6. I think the Knicks is the better team between these two. I do think this will be a good series, a very good series. I think in order for the Knicks to win this series, man, just got to show up. Just show up. Jalen Brunson still do Jalen Brunson things. Cat do Cat things, and then it come down to the others. Now let's say Indiana, other side around. For Indiana to win, everybody got to come. Everybody got to show up. Can't just be Hollenberg showing up. I probably said his name so wrong, but it can't be him just showing up. They main star. He cannot be the only one to show up. Miles Turner, everyone else on that roster got to show up, man. Got to show up. And both these teams, neither one. Well, I take that back. The Pacers was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year against the Celtics, so they've been here. They know what it's like. The Knicks haven't been here. They don't know what it's like. So I'm gonna say, even though I'm picking the Knicks to win, same thing that I said about Oklahoma. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers won this series too. They got more experience. The one thing that the Pacers got over the Knicks is the same thing that the Wolves got over the Thunders. They both got more. They both been here before to the conference finals. They've been here last year, just recently. They got more experience than you. They ready. They're ready to make that jump. Knicks are the biggest market in the NBA. I forgot about that. They sure are. So it'll be good for the NBA if Knicks made it. It would be good. So for them to win this series, so not win this series. So if the Pacers or T-Wolves or both of them two were to actually win, I wouldn't be surprised. We're going to see, man. We're going to see. But this should be a good series either way. So what I'm going with is, okay, my internet messing with me right now. So what I'm going with is Knicks in 6. And I'm going with Thunders in 6 or 7. And what I think at that point is we will get Oklahoma City Thunders versus New York Knicks NBA Finals. And I will go with Thunders in 7 to win the whole thing and be 2025 NBA champions. So that's actually who my favorite. So who my favorite to win the championship right now? I'm gonna go with Oklahoma City Thunders. I think they are the favorites to win the whole thing at this point. But I can also totally understand if someone picked the Timberwolves. I can understand that point too. But the Thunders are my favorites to win the whole thing right now. They are my favorites. So we're going to take this down there because don't really need this anymore. But yeah, Thunders are my favorite to win the entire thing. And that's pretty much it, man. I think the Thunders should do it. No guarantee, but they should. But who knows how these two conference finals are gonna go? We're finna find out. But we're gonna get ready to end this podcast. Wasn't gonna really be too long tonight. It'll be pretty short. But this is gonna be a good conclusion to this NBA playoffs, man. This playoffs has been good. This has been really good playoff basketball. I'm loving this parity. So shout out to Adam Silver. You got parity. I like it. I like seeing these different champions every year. I like seeing these new teams coming out of nowhere winning. This is good. You know what? I'm at the point where I'm like, I think a lot of NBA fans, from like whether you're a Warriors fan, a Laker fan, a Celtics fan, what other big market? Maybe Bucks or something. I don't know. Any of these teams with all these high stars, you should probably come down a little bit on your championship odds going forward. These new young teams are taking over. It's their league now. It's no longer these older stars. It's their league. I said back in 2022 LeBron will never win another championship. It's been 3 years later. He still ain't won one. I still don't think he's going to win another one. I think he's done. So for a team like the Lakers, I think they'll win the championship when LeBron is gone. That's when they'll probably get it. That's when Luka will get ring number 1 when LeBron leaves. I can't really see my boy Curry winning another one. I think he's done too. Unless something drastic happens. You go get a Giannis or something. Like, okay, got a younger superstar now. Okay, that opens your window back up a lot. He's not that young, but he ain't 37 like Curry can be. It's these young teams, man. I think the NBA is going in the direction of younger teams winning these championships now, and that's what it's about now. You gotta have your star, you gotta have depth, and I think if you got a young star, you're in good shape. If you got an old star, you're not in good shape. You're probably not gonna win. Just keep it in the book. Probably not, man. Probably not. This is Thunder's best chance to win the championship. I agree, Tony. I totally agree. I think this is the Thunder's absolute best opportunity to win a championship. It will never get no easier than this. Never. If they don't win right now, you will never win a championship. You have to win it now. You have to win it right now. This is the best opportunity to do it. This is it. This is it. I'm going to do a video about that. You know what, Tony? You gave me a good idea. That's a good video to do. That's a very good video. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do that video tomorrow. This is the Thunder's best chance to win. It's all or nothing this season. If you don't win it this year, it's over. It's over. It's over, man. You got to win the championship this year if you're Oklahoma. You got to. Yeah, the Celtics were pretty much the only threat in the East. Yeah, I would say the same. I think the Celtics was the only one. I thought maybe Cleveland might make things interesting, but, things happen. Things happen. So, even not even Oklahoma, I could actually throw – I thought about this. I could throw the Knicks or the Timberwolves, even Pacers. Even for them, same thing I said about Oklahoma. This is all three of them. All three of those franchises, this is your best chance to win the championship. It's right here, right now. It's not going to get any easier than this. If I'm a New York Knicks fan, you better pray that your team win the championship right now. This is your best opportunity. When would it ever be this easier than what it is now? I'm not saying the teams that are left are scrubs. No. But this is the best opportunity to do it. Like, you know how much I'm like, in the inside, I'm like, man, if my Warriors could have stayed healthy, we had this would have been it. This is a championship right here. Ring number 5 right here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if the Thunder championship window could be over. They don't win this year. They have a super young team. No, that championship window is not closing no time soon. Nah. That championship window is going to be open for a long time. They're young. They're young, man. They got a long time. But I think this is their best chance. This is your best chance to get ring number 1, at least. Gotta take it now, man. So if I'm the Thunder, take care of your business, defeat the T-Wolves, and then go beat the Knicks, because that's who I have coming out the Eastern Conference Finals. So take care of your business. You'll be coming out these playoffs as a champion. So Oklahoma City Thunders, this part is for you. I believe in you. Win the championship. It's now or never. Win it. Win it, man. I know Bron pissed. This would have been the best chance to win a chip. Oh, I know it's eating him, boy. I know it's eating his nerves, bro. You couldn't win it this year. It was your best chance. It was your best chance to get ring number 5, man. Over with. Man, this was it. Ring number 5 being right here for him too. It's like Curry. But better luck next year, man. Maybe next year. But for the most part, I think we'll hit all my I almost forgot, man. How can I forget this topic? I'm glad I thought about it. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese rivalry, man. I can't believe I forgot all about that. Come on, man. How did I forget about that? How? My bad, guys. I'm bugging right there. Whew. I don't know how I forgot. So we got to talk about that real quick before we go. I don't know why that ain't working. That video is not working. But I wanted to quickly bring this up before we already end the show. Because Caitlin Clark injuries rivalry continue to blossom in the WNBA. I'm so happy the WNBA season is back. I've been waiting for this. They played yesterday, Indiana Fever and in the Chicago Sky. Played yesterday. Indiana Fever won by like 40-some points. I believe they won by like 43. Caitlin Clark, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. She had a triple-double. Angel Reese had like 12 points, 17 rebounds. She was a monster on the glass. But there was a moment in the game where Caitlin Clark did a hard foul on Angel Reese, and she got up and wanted to throw some hands with Caitlin Clark and had some words too. Caitlin walked off. So, this sparked a lot of controversy on online. Social media been talking about it since yesterday, man. And I just want to quickly just say that this rivalry is good for the WNBA. It is good. The WNBA needs this. You need it. It helps boost the ratings. People want to see this. And people love it. I love it. Now, if you want to ask me who I think is better between the two, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is better than Reese. Caitlin Clark has been the better pro thus far. The girl is shooting logo threes. She's stuff. She's the girl version of stuff. Reese is good too on the rebounding. Her offensive game needs a lot of work still. Let me see. I know you happy Bron ain't getting it. Oh yeah, Tony, you know it, man. You know it. You know it. I am super happy, man. Hey, you know it, man. I'm beyond. Hey, that was my hate watch, honestly. Long as Bron don't win, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm satisfied. Yeah, my boy can lose. I don't care. Bron ain't won nothing. We good. Go back home with them 4 rings, man. Go on and retire. Yeah, she didn't even foul her that hard. Angel Reese was flopping. I saw a lot of that too online. A lot of people were saying Angel Reese was flopping, man. I was gonna see can I pull it up real quick before we get ready to wrap up the show. But yeah, man. Let me see. Can I pull it up real quick? There we go. Just got to show this real quick. All right. You think there's any racism? I'm gonna say no. I don't think it's anything like that. I will say you hear a lot of that talk on social media. I believe that more in the social media side of things, but just between those two, I would say no. I think it's all basketball rivalry. I think it is one person probably tired of hearing how good the other person is and how much better. I'm gonna say this. I think it's more so Angel Reese is probably tired of hearing people say how much better Clark is compared to her and all that. And she's probably tired of hearing that. And I think there's a little bit of jealousy and frustration about a lot of things between those two and basically from the media. So I don't think there's anything to do with that wise, but I do think there is some bitterness. I don't think Clark and I don't think those two hate each other, but you definitely can tell they're not friends. Nah, they ain't close like that. But here's the play right here. Here's the play.
Rebecca Allen too strong on a 3. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark. Afterwards has something to say as Clark walks away. We know there are always increased eyeballs, energy, and attention around the matchups between Reese and Clark, and Angel Reese is still going after Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
That Angel took exception to. So initially, Angel pushes Natasha Howard.
That
Caitlin
was a
Clark
foul,
points
right?
out the no call. Then
That was a
she
good bit of
applies a
pushing
hard
right there.
foul on Reese. Reese gets up right away to get in the face of Clark. Aaliyah Boston ends up getting between them. You'll see on this angle, the initial part seems okay from Clark, but then there's a shove at the end that I think should be upgraded to a flagrant one, because that seemed like unnecessary contact from Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you. And she goes in. There is a little bit extra there from Caitlin Clark in terms of the foul.
The on-court ruling of a personal foul on Caitlin Clark has been upgraded to a flagrant foul, penalty 1. In addition, there is a double technical.
Oh, man. All right, I can take that off now. Yeah, she mad. She always losing to her, too. Yeah, man, I think that makes it worse, too, because she's always losing to her 24/7. So I think more so between those two, it is a more of a rivalry and just bitterness. I think it's just a little bit of bitterness to each other. Like, I can understand maybe Caitlin Clark probably feels some type of way from what happened between those two in that championship game in college. And Reese is just tired of everyone, glossing over Caitlin. But, it's good for the league, man. It is very good for the league, though. The league is profiting big time from this. So I know the WNBA is like, please keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Please keep going. Continue this rivalry. We need this. Please. Don't stop. So that's what I think. But that's pretty much it for all my topics for tonight. I don't know how I forgot about this topic. I don't know how I did that. But that's pretty much how we're going to wrap it for tonight, man. Yeah, it's good for the WNBA. They didn't hate each other in college. It's good for the WNBA. I want to say I don't think they hated each other in college. I don't think they liked each other like that. I think Angel Reese definitely didn't like when, Caitlin did the whole little hand gesture thing at her. And then she did it back and all that. And, it was a lot of controversy for months in the media and social media about, when Angel Reese did it back at her in that championship game. So I don't think they hated each other in college, but they wasn't friends. They probably weren't that fond of each other, And I think the WNBA probably happy that there is something between these two. Because it like, keep it real, Tony, and then I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. This has been must watch TV stuff between these two players. For real. Like, these two, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, this is must watch. This is good. So, like, any game with Chicago Sky, Indiana Fever, circle it on your calendar. Circle it. Must watch TV. All right, let me tell you this, on something I noticed last year, because I go to WNBA games a lot. I go watch the Atlanta Dreams play often throughout the summer. And I'm going to do that this summer, too. I got several tickets to Atlanta Dream games this summer. And I noticed when those two play against each other, when Clark and Reese play against each other, those tickets are expensive. Those tickets are on NBA level just about. So, hey, the league knows that it is must-watch TV. And, man, I can say, too, I watched Caitlin Clark play in person against the Atlanta Dream last year. She's good, man. She's good. She's really good. She is Steph Curry-less. She is Steph Curry. She is, bro. She be pulling from that logo, boy. And I get to watch, I'm going to see Angel Reese in person this year, too. I watched Angel Reese play in college when they played against the University of Georgia. I went to the UGA game that she played in, and I saw her play there. So that'd be the first time I watch her in the pros. So I think the Atlanta Dreams play Chicago Sky in June, towards the end of June. So I'll get to see her then. And then the Atlanta Dreams are playing against the Indiana Fever this Thursday. So I might go watch Caitlin Clark in person on Thursday. I'm not for sure. Are they still having a bunch of empty seats at WNBA games? At the Atlanta Dream games, I don't see that many empty seats. I know the Atlanta Dream games are selling out pretty good. I think the WNBA is definitely getting better. It's getting better. Ever since last year rookie class came in, it's been really, really improving. And then you got Paige, Beckers, and them coming in the lead this year. It's improving. It's getting better and better. So I haven't seen that many empty seats. I actually don't see that many at the Atlanta Dream games. Most of the seats be about sold out. We about sold out in all the Atlanta Dream games. So I think games are getting better around the league. It's getting better. So the popularity and the league is growing. It's growing at a good rate. So hopefully over time things continue to improve. You'll continue to get more teams in the league, and you're gonna go from there. Atlanta Dream better than the Hawks? I would say yeah. If I had to say, I would say yeah. I feel like the Atlanta Dream will win a championship before the Atlanta Hawks about any day. Like the Atlanta Dream got a pretty straight roster this year. I'm very happy with our roster this year. So I'm hoping the Dream can do something. We got Brittany Griner this year added to the team, so that's a big upgrade. We got Alicia Gray, who has been back-to-back All-Stars. We got Howard still on the team. Like, I feel like the Atlanta Dreams is definitely better than the Hawks. I feel like even though the Hawks have more people at the game versus the Dreams, and both of them sell out pretty good, but Hawks in a big arena, more people, I feel like the Dream has a better chance of winning a championship way before the Hawks. Way before them. The Hawks are a long ways off. You ain't nowhere near it, man. I still haven't been to any NBA game. You got to go, man. You got to go, bro. It is a hell of an experience. It is a hell of an experience. Like, whenever I go watch the Hawks play in person, it's always fun. Always. Good vibes, good environment. It's fun, man. I actually watched Steph Curry score 63 points in person at the Hawks game. Was it, I think, 24? I can't remember. It wasn't last season. It wasn't this past season. It was last season. Not the one that we just finished, but the last season. I watched the Warriors in person. I watched the Lakers in person this year. So I saw LeBron and Anthony Davis in person before he got traded. It's dope, man. The hype and the vibes in the arena is dope. I only went to the local lower league baseball games when I was a kid. But yeah, I'm gonna go for sure next year and watch the Lakers. Nice, man. Definitely go. Go watch your boys, man. Go watch them. You are a Laker fan, man. And I know that arena will probably be rocking. You guys, it's the Lakers. It's gonna be rocking. Go see your boys in person, man. Go see them. And then have fun, of course, too. Yeah, damn Laker tickets are expensive, especially now that we got Luka. Yeah, they got more expensive when y'all got Luka. But at least you know when you go to the game, you're going to get a damn good show. Usually when I go to the NBA game, I always try to sit in the mid-lower section. Like, it's not all the way to the floor. Like, it's not all the way down to the floor, but I'm not that far off from the floor. So I do pay a healthy price for my tickets. But it ain't that bad. I either pay like $300 something or $400 something for my tickets. But if you can go next year, go, man. Definitely go. Go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. Go watch your boys in person, man. I tell every NBA fan that you got an NBA team, go see them. Go see them in person. It is so much different and so much funner to see them in person versus TV. It's a big difference. But we're going to go and get ready to end this show, man. I actually went on a lot longer than expected, man. A whole lot longer than expected. I expected to do this about 30 minutes. I'm almost at an hour mark. So, yeah, we're going to get ready to wrap this up. Yeah, I would like to see Bron before he retires, even though I don't really like him that much. LOL. I feel you on that. I feel you. I'm the same way. I'm not a LeBron guy, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go see LeBron play in person. They're playing the Atlanta Hawks on a Saturday. I'm gonna go watch this man in person. Let me go in and buy these tickets. Gonna drop this $300 something and watch him play against the Hawks. Hey, that was a good game for me because the Hawks beat the Lakers. I took that. But it was dope. It was dope seeing Bron in person. I actually got all my videos on Snapchat when I watched the Hawks play the Lakers and the Warriors. Man, it was dope. It was definitely dope, man. So you'll enjoy seeing him. You'll enjoy it. But all right, bro. Good talking, bro. Have a good night. You too, Tony. You have a good night too, man. So we're gonna go and get ready to end this show. Anybody new who's watching this stream after the live stream has ended, hit that like button for me. If you enjoy NBA content, hit that subscribe button for me. And we'll go from there, man. We're going to continue doing more and more NBA Talk podcasts as the playoffs continue to wind down. And we'll probably do a special NBA Finals talk. And let's get ready for the NBA draft, the Cooper Flagg draft. Question, what you been playing? I have been playing a lot of college football, not going to lie. After beating South of Midnight and all that, I've been playing a lot of college football. And now I'm going to play the new Bleach game. I'm going to finish up Mario Princess Peach game on Switch before I get ready to swap over to Switch 2. Oh, and Switch 2 in less than 3 weeks. Exactly. Hey, less than 3 weeks, man. Almost here. It is almost time for that Switch 2. I need to go and set up a stream for the Mario Kart World. Unfortunately, I won't get to play the day it come out because I'll be out of town on vacation. But when I get back from vacation, live stream. We are streaming Mario Kart World for hours. Live stream for hours playing that game. I cannot wait, man. Cannot wait to get my hands on it. But we're gonna finna end this stream right here. Like I said, anybody who's new watching this stream after the live, hit that like button and hit that subscribe for more NBA content. But we're gonna end it right here. Everyone have a blessed night or have a great morning if you're on the other side of the world. And other than that, this is I Got Net Sport Media legend. I am out. And we're gonna read this. Let's go. Yeah, we definitely doing that stream. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, bro. We're streaming. We're streaming that game for about 2-3 hours. Just having fun, man. Having fun. But everyone have a good night, man. See you guys. Peace out.